Okay, this is lesson 6.3, applying linear functions. And in today's lesson, you're going to learn how to interpret linear graphs. Yesterday, we graphed linear equations in slope-intercept form, so we're going to look at those graphs and see what they tell us about a situation. So we're going to start with this problem right here. It says, a health food store has 15 bottles of one vitamin in stock. The manufacturer ships these vitamins in boxes of 20. Write a linear function that relates, and then it has you do three things here. And I'm going to have you pause the video and do these three things and then come back and see how you did. So first, I want you to write a linear function that relates the number of boxes to the total number of bottles of this vitamin at the store. Second, I want you to graph it. And then 3, answer, how would this graph look different if there were 30 bottles of vitamins in each box? And how many vitamins are in the store after 10 boxes are shipped? So go ahead and pause the video and then come back when you're ready. Okay, so the first thing you had to do was write a linear function that relates the number of boxes to the total number of bottles of this vitamin at the store. So it does say write a linear function, so you should have had f of x. And f of x equals, they already had their y-intercept, what they started with was 15 bottles of one vitamin in stock, and they ship these vitamins in boxes of 20. So plus 20x. Okay, so that's what our equation should look like. And then when you graph this, you would not need a negative here because we can't have a negative number of vitamins. So we've got number of vitamins, number of boxes, number of boxes, and this is number of vitamins, because boxes is our independent. Okay, so we had 15 in the store to start with. Now I need to get up pretty high here, so I'm going to go ahead and go up by, we'll say 10s, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 20, 30. And over here we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll label that so we know. Okay, so at 0 there was 15 because there were 15 in the store to start with, so that's right here. Now, if I put one box to figure out, okay, what would this be at 1? 20 times 1 is 20, 20 plus 15 is 35. So at 1 I should be up here at 35. Now if I go 2, 20 times 2 is 40, 40 plus 15 is 55. Okay, and then I'll go one more to 4, so 20 times 4 is 80, 80 plus 15 is 95. And really my slope here is 20, so I'm really just counting up 20 every time. So I'm going to go up 20, so 10, 20, and over 1, and I can keep doing that. Rise 20, run 1. Rise 20, run 1. Now, I would not connect here because I can't have a half a box. I don't think it says they ship them in boxes of 20. So, I'm not going to get a half box. So you would not connect on your graph. So this is what your graph should look like. And then you had to answer some questions. How would the graph look different if there were 30 bottles of vitamins in each box? Well, if there were 30 boxes of items, then your equation would be f of x equals 15 plus 30x. So your slope would be 30, so your line would be steeper. It would be increasing faster. And then it says, how many vitamins are in the store after 10 boxes are shipped. So to figure out how many are in the store after 10 boxes are shipped, I would just put 10 in for x, so you would do f of x equals 15 plus 20 times 10. So you would have 15 plus 200. So that's 215. So you should have had 215 for your answer there. So let's look at another one. And again, this one I want you to pause the video and you'll answer these questions. It says students in the 9th grade class drew the following graph to represent how much money would be in the class fund after selling sets of photo of their year's activities. And I've got here the y-intercept is 25 because it's kind of hard to read, and your slope is 15. So I want you to answer these three questions. What does the slope and y-intercept of the graph mean for this given situation? If the graph had the same slope but a y-intercept of 40, what could you conclude? And if the graph had a slope of 12.5, what could you conclude? So go ahead and hit pause, answer these three questions, and hit play when you're ready. Okay, welcome back. So what does the slope and y-intercept of the graph mean for this given situation? The slope is 15. So that's telling us that they are selling the pictures for $15. Because every time they sell a set of photos, it increases by 1. So one set of photos was 15. One set of photos, well, it wasn't 15, but it was up here at 40, so it was 15, because 25 plus 15 is 40. So they're selling the photos for $15. Selling photos for $15. If the graph had the same slope but a y-intercept of 40, what could you conclude? Well, it looks like it says it's their class fund. So if they had a y-intercept of 40, that just means that they already had $40 in their class fund. So they started with $40 in their class fund. And fund. And if the graph had a slope of 12.5, what could you conclude? Well, if the slope was 12.5, then that meant that they'd be selling the photos for $12.50. Selling photos for $12.50. Okay, so that's it for lessons. There weren't any quick checks because you were just supposed to answer these questions as your quick checks. That's what I'll be checking. And rewatch any parts that you need.